Hello, friends. Welcome back to Blue Steel Tarot for your weekly reading for the week of November 13th, 2022. Hopefully you've all had a great weekend and are gearing up for the new week. We'll do a little bit of a different spread today. I'd like to pull some cards, pull 3 cards to get a sense of your current energy. Then I'm going to focus on blessings or things to be grateful for this particular week. Because I think you probably gathered, if you've listened to this channel before, I do believe in a lot of the values and the techniques of law of attraction. And I do think that when we express gratitude or appreciation for things in our life that are going well, the people... just some of the simple things, right, that we take for granted. I do believe we attract more things to be grateful for that make us happy. So let's be mindful of that, and then we'll think about challenges and actions to take this week. So let's get right into it here. And for the current energy, we have the 2 of Cups. Fabulous. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. Another good one. And then lastly, we have the 9 of Swords. Feels a little out of place with this. Okay, what should we be grateful for this week? What should we keep in mind and appreciate this particular week? Ace of Swords. The 2 of Wands. The Death card. Now remember, death does not mean death. It doesn't mean physical death in most circumstances, but... we'll get more into that in a little bit. As far as challenges this week, we have the Page of Swords. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon. The Moon. Okay, actions to take this particular week. Let's see if we can fit these all in the picture. With the exception of that. Okay. Actions to take this week. Have the 7 of Swords. That's interesting, right? We have the 8 of Swords. Interesting. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So let's start with the current energy for the week. So current energy of the week looks really good to me. Particularly these first 2, right? We have the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. You know, the 2 of Cups is a great partnership. It could be a partnership in love, could be a partnership in business. Just a general connection with somebody else. So coming into this week, maybe you're coming off a fabulous weekend. You've had a good time with your significant other or somebody whom you've just met. To me, and it sounds like that's kind of where we're starting the week, you know. So maybe you've met somebody who really kind of just gets you and just understands you, and is somebody you really enjoy spending your time with. And so I think that's going to kind of carry you forward. And we talk about the 7 of Pentacles. I mean, you've thought about this. Like, you kind of manifested this particular person, if that's the case, right? Whoever this person is, and maybe they're already here, maybe they're not yet. You know, the 7 of Pentacles here is really about kind of taking stock and kind of, you know, you can see the plants are growing up around him. He planted these seeds. These are things that he created himself, and now he's seeing them come to fruition. So this could also be like, if you've just met somebody, is kind of what I'm getting. You know, if you've just met somebody, allow it time, right? So, I mean, you might be feeling like this somebody, you know, you've recently connected with, and you're wondering, you know, is this the person? Is this, you know, is there a connection here? What is this? You know, yeah, they're great. I don't know yet if there's more there. I think you're kind of planting the seed. So this 7 of Pentacles keeps saying to me, you know, give it time. Give it time to grow. You know, like a farmer plants his seeds, and when he plants the seed, he doesn't dig it up a couple of days later to kind of see why it's not growing and if it is growing and where it is. You know, you plant a seed with the expectation that it's going to grow into something fruitful and something, you know, profitable. And so, and something, you know, that is going to be tall and strong and all that, right? So I think that that's what this is saying. You're going to be getting into that spot. And I think this really ends, to me, this is saying, this 2 of Cups, I don't think the 9 of Swords means you're facing a difficult time. I think this is saying you've left this behind. This is at the bottom, right? This is of the last in this row. This is the bottom of the row. I think that this is saying, maybe you've gone through a difficult time. Maybe you felt kind of lonely. Maybe you've kind of been in your head. Maybe you've had some sleepless nights. Maybe you didn't think there was anybody out there for you. There is. And now just be careful. Don't crush it by, trying to analyze it, trying to expect too much. I think just enjoy it. Let the seeds that you've planted grow, okay? And that's what I'm getting is we're moving away from this. We've got a connection coming or, recently entering our lives this weekend, perhaps coming soon if it hasn't already. Let it kind of grow and develop. And I think that that's really where, you're going to excel and find great happiness and success there. As far as what to appreciate, where do we express gratitude? What do we feel grateful for? I think you're gaining some clarity. So understanding and clarity, the ideas constantly flowing to you. We should feel grateful for these ideas. And I think this is also saying, particularly with this two of wands, he's got the whole world. He's got the world in his hand, right? So there's opportunities there. Things are coming in. Ideas and opportunities are there. He's got the world in his hand. So be grateful for the things that you can, that are in your life today where you have control. Maybe you've got a solid job. Maybe you've got some job opportunities to consider. You might have other things, other ideas being shared with you. Maybe people are reaching out to you, asking you for your insights, asking you for your support, asking you for, your input and ideas. Be grateful for those opportunities because, you never know what they're going to turn into. And I think that anytime we can kind of engage in something new, it's a great opportunity to kind of look out and think about the different paths that we might be able to, the unexpected paths, right? I just got the term unexpected. So, I think appreciate all of the connections that you have, everything that kind of comes into your experience. And, what I'm getting here with this is there could be a whole new thing coming in too, right? This death card is all about a new beginning. If anything says a new beginning, it's these three cards together, right? So, if you've been presented with an idea or you do get presented with an idea shortly, certainly stop and just be grateful for that exact thing, right? It might not be something you're like, wow, this is amazing. This is exactly what I always wanted. But if you're presented with an opportunity, a business idea, an opportunity to invest, partner with somebody, become more involved in, I just got some theater production, something along those lines. If someone comes to you with ideas and they give you an opportunity and you're able to make a decision, yes or no, I want to be involved, be grateful for that decision. And you know what, maybe more of those ideas and more of those opportunities will kind of just flow into your experience. But whatever it is, that is a whole new beginning for you. It's a transformation. But what this is also telling me is if you can appreciate the ideas, if you can appreciate the decisions and the opportunities that you have, and just being where do you feel like you have the control? Where do you feel like you have mastered something and you're in a great spot, right? I think if you can appreciate that more and more, you're going to find that this appreciation, let's just talk about this for a moment. The death card, a brand new beginning, right? A transformation. This to me is saying, if you can go through your life and appreciate more, appreciate every day, certainly take that as an opportunity each day, and more of the wonderful things that you appreciate will kind of come into your experience, right? You'll have more reasons to be grateful, in other words. So, even if you wake up tomorrow morning and it's cloudy, maybe stop and take a moment to, appreciate, the quiet morning and opportunity to kind of sit there and lay there in bed, in your nice warm bed, listening to the rain hitting the windows, perhaps, right? One thing I express gratitude for is my coffee maker. I have that program to go, and I have nice hot coffee when I wake up. And you know what? That really makes me happy. And so I think when you start appreciating things like that, there's only good things can come of it. Okay? So let's talk about the challenges you could face this week. So challenges this week. We had the Page of Swords. So, hey, this is somebody coming in with a message. Maybe it's a difficult message to hear. Or maybe I'm getting the partnership with this, right? Your challenge this week is somebody may be I got the feeling like taking advantage of you, maybe, or somebody is coming in with a request. They're coming in with an idea or something, but it's going to take a lot of your time and maybe resources which would include time. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. It's about somebody who has been extremely successful, and they are kind of sharing their wealth and abundance with others. And so it's a wonderful card. I think, but when we look at it and think about it in the context of, challenges of the week, someone could be coming to you and it's a demand on your time, maybe your money, but probably more on your time and your resources. And what you might find is, there's nothing wrong with saying no, right? I think that if we say yes to things when we really want to say no, your energy is kind of at odds with what your inner being is telling you. So that could be a particular challenge this week, and you might not really want to get involved with something that's being presented to you. I think when we see the Moon card here, right, you might question, you might get a sense, you might just not have a good feeling about something, right? Like, I'm not sure this is something I want to be involved in. You may have, because this is all about like what lies beneath the surface of this water. What do we not see? And it can be about reflections too. So maybe like this is something you've been involved with before, and it didn't kind of go well, and you're kind of like thinking back, reflecting on how it went the last time, or something that just doesn't feel right to you, frankly. And maybe you're kind of like, I just don't have a great feeling about this. I feel like there's more than meets the eye. I feel like the ask or the time commitment is more than what it's going to be. So be mindful of that. Don't say yes. Don't say yes if you mean no. Ask for some time to think about something, right? And kind of just let it marinate a little bit. And then you can probably respond in the best way possible, right? With really what you mean. Okay, so actions to take here. Interesting cards, right? The 7 and 8 of Swords, right? So we have these back to back. So the actions to take, it's interesting. They're both kind of like dark, stormy clouds. So, I mean, I don't think that we're saying here with the 7 of Swords, like lie, steal, and cheat. But I think this is kind of saying be aware of that. Maybe, with the 8 of Swords, like be aware of somebody who could be, be aware is I think the action you need to take. Be consciously aware, be looking around, be alert. Be alert of somebody who could be taking advantage of you. And maybe this relates to this challenge of the week. Maybe somebody is actually taking advantage of you. It's kind of, and so you need to open your eyes and be alert and aware of that. The 8 of Swords can often be like a self-imprisonment, someone who's in their head, somebody who, just can't see outside, can't see other points of view. And that could be kind of like what we're getting at here. So I would